Hello guys, so welcome back. This time boy again, Adamslink. How you guys doing? Welcome to another crazy video. Then good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you guys are watching this video from. I hope you guys are very much doing okay. So I have so much to discuss with you, and one of the most I won't say annoying, because it's annoying to me and it's really, really surprising, and it has happened before. This is not the first time. So general knowledge, Africans, mostly Nigerians living abroad, it is widely advised that before you take a wife, please make sure you know that your wife very well. Before you take a husband, make sure you know that man very, very well before you take them abroad to stay with you, because most especially women, they might go there and know their rights or know one or two things, and they will use it against you. So there is this trendy video of a nurse who came home and kicked out her husband. And the guy said, this is not the first time this woman is doing this to him. And the woman usually lie against him, said that he's called the police on him and tell police that he has hit him and all the rest. So I'm going to play the video, and we're going to just quietly stay here. Quietly stay here and watch the video.
Leave my things now. Let me settle myself first now.
If you video me, if you record me,
no, I'll video you, sir. You will not tell the police that I taught you. This is what you always do.
I will call the police.
It's very wrong of you.
Yes, I'm letting you know this.
Just 2 years, just 2 years that you came to Europe, you can behave like this.
Yes, it's 2
guys,
years.
Guys, be careful of the kind of woman you marry and bring abroad.
Yes, also
guys, be careful. No, you talk to me like this today. I trained you. I trained you to become a nurse. You are a nurse in the UK today because of me. Guys, invest in yourself. No, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to take you to court. I know it's a woman's word here in Europe, but I'm going to win.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, give me time. Give me time. Let me.
No, we don't have time.
Guys, I pay my rent in this house. I pay the rent in this house, guys. Honey, I pay. Guys, be careful. Honey, don't worry. Don't worry. God is going to judge you. I will live for you. I will live for you.
This is not Africa. I have to let you know this is not Africa. Where you have the watching yourself.
Guys, you can listen. Yes. This is a woman who came to the UK 2 years ago, and she was nothing.
Don't record me again.
She was nothing. I trained her. She's a nurse today. Honey, you are a nurse today because of me, Abby.
Yes, it's not of my business.
I'll go. Give me my bag. I'll go. Give me. No, don't worry. It's okay.
No, you need to go out. You need to go out.
As well. She arranged my things at night. I didn't even know she was arranging my things. I came back from shift. I worked last night. I came back this morning just to talk to her about what we had yesterday. My things are here already. She sent it outside in my own house. Sue her. She claims I beat her. She claims all because I tried to correct her. All because I correct her. When she came, she was so humble. I trained her. As well. I can't believe I've been kicked out of my own house by a woman I brought to Europe.
So guys, although there are conflicting reports about this, conflicting comments. Someone is saying this is all about a sketch, that just a comedy video. They are just making fun, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. That doesn't mean we haven't really seen real videos. Someone said, sometimes guys deserve to be treated this way. You guys take women for granted too much in Nigeria. Breaks heart anyhow. But that also goes both ways as well. They say you leave them in Nigeria, you get pregnant for another man. You take them out of Nigeria, they become something worse. Dear brothers, it is not a must to get married. Victor said, this has nothing to do with Japa. I know couples that came to UK since 1998. They are still married. Some ladies use marriage as camouflage to travel abroad. Such ladies can still divorce their so-called husband in Nigeria when things aren't going their way. Then this guy, Olga, said, experience and stories too much. If we open mouth to talk, some people will fear even is their own sister. Well, like I've said before, the video might not be real, but that doesn't mean we haven't seen real videos before. And these things happened. And I don't want to say majority of our women, majority of our men, because men also do it, but it's very common among women to leave their husband abroad. Very, very common among women. I've never heard of anyone from my family, from anywhere that I know, that have left their husband. But this thing is becoming a trend. Or many men have kept quiet though. And this thing is becoming a trend. It's becoming a trend, guys. And it might affect women. Other women that in Nigeria, and possibly their husband want to take them, or a man want to come here to marry and take them there. After all, women do not really come down to Nigeria to marry men and take men over there. It's only few, compared to how the numbers of men who have come down to Nigeria to pick women. Yeah, I know if a woman pick a man, few women that have picked men from Nigeria to abroad, they will shout it out for the whole world to hear. But we already know that men are way more numbers than women who have come to Nigeria or come to Africa to pick their spouses. So moving forward, guys, I want us to check out this really trendy video then about what happened in Lagos, that market that got burnt, and this guy. A Lagos market. Was that a grim and total? You saw that short clips of this man crying. You know, you can feel the bitterness in his face. You can feel the frustration. You can feel the anger, the helplessness. You can feel everything. You can see in his face everything at once. That is exactly how most Nigerians feel. Even the rich, those of us that are doing well, and those of us that are not doing well, that's exactly how we feel. Every day, crying in our hearts. At the same time, we're helpless. We do not know where to go. But however, the guy got a lot of public sympathy. Thanks to is this China's TV, Arise TV, who captured that moment. It got a lot of sympathy. And Nigerians, they have a lot of well-wishers as well. Nigerians are quite generous. They have a lot of well-wishers, and they quickly reach out to this guy. The guy has been traced and quickly assisted. But let's still know this fact. That man cried, Abby. There are other people out there camera never captured. They able cry way more than that man. So helping that man's situation good. But just know there are thousands of others. There are hundreds of others around there who don't even know where to go. There are men who can't even cry because no tears. They try to cry because of frustration and all the rest, but no tears. Any man that try to cry without no tears, you should know that I think it is way more painful for a man not to cry when he needs to cry. It's way more painful for that man than any man will see crying. So that's just aside. Then check out these girls who recently requested for Bolt. These girls comfortably requested for Bolt, and yet they know very well they don't have money to pay. Not in Nigeria, in South Africa. But most of all those things, similar things that happen in Nigeria about both girls requesting for Bolt and not having money to pay, most of them do offer sex to Bolt drivers. And most of those Bolt drivers, those taxi drivers, do fall for it. And of course, instead of them paying, they have an entanglement with them and they are settled. So some of your husbands out there who are doing both, they don't chop many girls or no shows for this kind of matter. But let's watch the video, guys.
How are you going to pay? removed.
From here to Rosebank. How are you going to pay?
Get the removed.
I need my money first. Don't you
This is
understand
not
English?
mine. It doesn't belong to me.
You don't understand English.
Ngamla, angithi uzobanika masebakhokhile. Ye uzobanikeza the thing ne?
Ngithi akaniyizimele mina iwezi remote yakhe. Na
Oh,
ngizisa.
that. Yeah, remote.
And it doesn't belong to me.
Okay, remote.
Already I took it.
Listen. Listen. Nina imali angithi. Transfer the money. Which you're going to do the very same thing to me. Masifike Rosebank nithi niyabuya ningabuya
I
ngithi.
need to know imali. Iphi imali?
I don't have money.
Why upon
So
request?
how are you gonna pay them for the ride?
I was gonna ask someone to pay for this ride.
Who is that someone?
Someone, the person that we're going to was gonna
So
pay
can you
for
ask him?
this.
Send
Nah, ba requestile niyabo. Thiwa siyahlukumeza ne. Nah, ba requestile. They don't abanayo imali.
I said I need my money. I don't care about where your daddy is or whatever. What I'm asking is, how are you gonna pay for this ride?
This one?
Yes.
Yeah, this one we're gonna be able to pay for this. Someone was really gonna pay for this.
How
one.
about my ride?
You also, if you took us to Rosebank, we're also gonna get the money for.
So
this
you
ride.
think I can take you to Rosebank without you paying for my first ride? Then I must take you to Rosebank. How am I gonna trust you that you're gonna pay for the second ride? You guys are taking.
Ekuyadlalwa ngathi ne.
La kudlalwa ngathi.
Ekuyadlalwa ngathi.
Anihambi nina nithu nina. There's no way where you going you guys. Wena ngithi ngithufonela ubaba bakho ufuna ukufona.
I called my dad. He's not picking up. I called my dad. You can keep trying him until.
So in this kind of situation, what do you advise the taxi man to do? If you were in their shoes, what would you advise them to do? Because the guy said someone was supposed to pay for this ride, but the person isn't here. Of course, obviously they were going to see someone, maybe a boy, and the boy wasn't picking anymore. And then the guy is now requesting with so much pride, though, with so much pride, and you can see how she was even for me that the driver should take them back to their house. Then she can pay for the ride. You know, the way she was doing and ask, pay for the ride. 200 rands. No, 2,000. Abi. Yeah, okay, the amount wasn't really stated, but if you were the one, guys, how will you have handled that case as a taxi driver? Because some will resort to slapping, but the money is not there now. The money is not there. The money is not there. Resort to even assault, no, but the money is not there. If you hit her now and she buy, that's a murder case. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Well, that's what most of all those taxi drivers go through every day on a blessed day. Those who know show that usually go out in the street to hustle and no customers, and they really want to go back home. They kind of like make a deal with this taxi driver. You know what? I will give you narco, but you will see they carry me go house, they carry me come back to my joint, and they have agreement. So guys, check out this man who held his future. I think the story is really, really long. It's not a new story, it's an old story about a man who caught this fish and ate the fish with his friends. Up to today, when I still come across this story, I feel really, really bad for this man. And apparently, this fish is worth 2.6 million US dollars in United States of America. So this man caught a fish worth 2.6 million US dollars in Nigeria and ate his future with his friend. But let us state the obvious. He caught the fish worth 2.6 million US dollars. How was he supposed to preserve the fish? Yes, he would have been able to preserve the fish. He would have been able to store the fish in a cold room. Then I believe if that fish is worth 2.something million US dollars, someone out there will reach out to him and be like, you know what, we need to get that fish, preserve it in a really strong cold room, and we will give you 20 million naira. That guy would have preserved that fish. 2.something million US dollars is like 1.5 billion naira. But if they have offered, if he knew, information is king. Information. If you don't have information, then I don't think you are a human being. You know, you can succeed in this life. Information will make you succeed. If he had the right information, I believe, even if they offer that guy 5 million naira, that guy will not eat that fish. He will not share that fish. Anybody will have stored that fish. If he knows the amount, now I think it's crazy. Like, hi. And so I chop my future. God help me. Up to today, that guy will take the matter. Could just put mouth for jaw like this. Guy, God help me and chop my future. Well, that said, so let's talk about Wizkid. The Wizkid was supposed to come inside this whole video because it doesn't really relate. But let's talk about Wizkid who bought cars. You know, he's a Ghana boy. I already regard Wizkid as a Ghanaian. Sorry for those of you who are Wizkid fans, but I already regard Wizkid as a Ghanaian. So I wasn't even really surprised to see this Ghana artist in Nigeria. So Ghana artist Wizkid came to Nigeria to chill, and you know, he also have a house in Nigeria, and he bought. As you know, there was this trendy news about a few last year that Wizkid possessed 7 cars at once. We thought that news was a joke. But these cars are simply coming in. Some are in Ghana, and it transported some back to his second home, Nigeria. And it was there cruising around. Boom, everybody was just all about that news. 600 something million Rolls Royce truck. 600 something million Rolls Royce truck. And there is something about I always point out. Nigerian artists buying cars and some US artists buying cars, and they are not mates. If a Nigerian artist buy cars, you know he possessed that car wholeheartedly by himself and also transported it down to Nigeria. Transporting that kind of car down to Nigeria, I bet you're going to pay like 20% of the total money you use in buying that car. Just imagine transporting that Rolls Royce worth $1 million to Nigeria. You know how much Wizkid will have paid, and so many other cars as well. So these guys have money. So comparing their money to some, not all Nollywood, Hollywood entertainers, so they still have money. To some, like that soldier boy that was calling out Wizkid. He and Wizkid no be made. Wizkid get money past soldier boy times 10. Soldier boy no get money. So that said, so that's why I just want to give you a comparison. Do not just feel like a Nigerian artist buying a car, bought it possession, not higher possession. Not how I want to pay small. No. Buy cash and pay on that cash, bringing it down to Nigeria. So big up to Wizkid, man. And big up to every other artist who is balling out there coming from Nigeria. So thank you guys for watching the boy again. Adamslink. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Catch you next time. Peace.